The streets were filled, and in the air you could feel the joy. The father's walking, holding the hand of his little boy. All were dressed in their Shavous finery as they waited so excitedly. People were watching from their windows and from porches. Children waving flags, some holding torches. Suddenly the music began to play. The royal procession was underway. Torah Hashem temimo, Torah Hashem temimo. All hearts uplifted to the lilting beat. They sang and danced the chuppah down the street. The Rav was dancing with the Torah with kavanah. Eidus Hashem nemono, Eidus Hashem nemono, machkimas pesi. And the great oak doors of the Shor opened wide, and all the Sifrei Torah lovingly were carried outside to greet the new treasure now joining them. So the whole crowd erupted with the song. Even the trees seemed to be dancing along. The glory, the pear, and the hoid, the Yavavoy Melech HaKavod. The little boy tugs at his father's hand. Hey, Tata, what's this all about? I want to understand. I can't tell if the people are dancing or if they're flying. And Tata, why is the Rav crying? Oh boy, my precious, sweetest one, my lechtige tireless son. It's a story that began so long ago. On a desert mountaintop, when all creation stopped, and Hashem told us all we'll ever need to know. One day you too will learn, one day your heart will yearn. How hopefully I wait for that day. And the heavens will rejoice with the sweet sound of your voice. And Hashem will turn to his malachim and say, Aboy chazo, 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 Ribonai chalivai, chazo, chazo, bonai chalivai. As they overcome the tests of a Yetzer who never rests, they turn all the darkness into light. The light gets stronger and brighter with every Zogdige more weiter. Chazu, chazu, bonai chalivai. Heute mishtachim betzalo, betzalo dilhoi. Yoskin bechedmes odiri. The whole shul looked like a sea of white. The air was filled with the holiness of Kol Nidrei night. Under the Talesim, holy teardrops fall. Al das hamokoy v'yal das hakol. Orzoru alat Tzadik brings out the Maltfila's voice. He carries the Torah through the crowd. Soon the white velvet mantle is moist. Heilige Torah, I beg your forgiveness. This time I mean it, it's true. You know I never meant to hurt you. I know that every letter represents a soul. Maybe because of my sins, my letter is not whole. Heilige Bashefer, I promise to be better. But please Hashem, please fix my letter. And the little boy tugs at his father's hand. Tata, what's this all about? I want to understand. They're all running to hug the Torah. They look like angels flying. But tell me, Tata, why are they crying? Oh, my precious, sweetest one, my lechting entire song. It's a story that began so long ago. On a desert mountaintop, when all of creation stopped, and Hashem told us all we'll ever need to know. Sometimes we make mistakes, and yes, the heart aches, but we don't ever let that get in our way. We start fresh again and run towards the Torah Hashem, so he can turn to his malachim and say, Ay, Chazor, 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 Bibonai Chavina, Chazor, Chazor, Bibonai Chavina. They've held on all these years through rivers of blood and tears, while always holding the Torah up so high. Their light gets stronger and brighter with every zog dingim or a weiter. Chazu, chazu, bonai chavivai. Oy de mishtachim b'tzaro, b'tzaro de'eron. Oskim b'cheder sodeh. Atorei Solodas Ki Hashem Hu Elokim. The culmination of the Yomim Tovim. After hours of singing and dancing with the Torah and begging Ono Hashem Hoishi Ono, pleading with Hashem V'taher Libeinu, and asking Goyel chozok aneinu v'yoin kodeinu. Sing yo aderes v'emuna lecha yoilomi. And thanking Hashem ochabonu mikol olamamami. And now the father holds his son under the talus spread like a chuppah above. His pockets are bulging with candies and all the other good stuff. The Balkoyer points to each word as he lays slowly so that all the children can see. And all together they say, Hamalach HaGoy Eloisi. By Hashem, it's such an Eis Rotzoi. Open now all of the Shiolim. Hamalach HaGoy Eloisi Mikono Yivorei HaNeolim. Yikolei bohem shemi v'shem avoy samavai. Chazu chazu bonai chavivai. The child tugs at his father's hand. Tata, what's this all about? I want to understand. I don't yet know how to read, but to me it seems like the letters are flying. And tell me, Tata, why are you crying? Oh, my precious, sweetest one, my lechting entire song. It's a story that began so long ago. On a desert mountaintop, when all creation stopped, and Hashem told us all we'll ever need to know. One day you too will learn, one day your heart will yearn, how hopefully I wait for that day, when the heavens will rejoice, with the sweet sound of your voice. And Hashem will turn to his malachim and say, Ahoy Chazro, turn all that darkness into light. The light gets stronger and brighter with every something you more weiter. Chazu, chazu, bonai chaviva. Heute nishtachen mitzalo de'ilhoi. Oskin b'chedvel sodi. The war had just ended. It was late 1945. They gathered together in the large, empty shul, those few had survived. The broken remnants of a tortured nation, a people who were slated for total annihilation. But it's Simchas Torah tonight, and they had holy plans. Barely stand on their feet, but they were determined tonight we will dance. But they searched through the whole city. They looked all around. There was not one Sefer Torah to be found. They said, Rabbi Shalom, we can dance even though we have no fathers or mothers. We can rejoice with your Torah even though we're still mourning our sisters and brothers. But Rabbi Shalom, Keil Gadol V'Noyero. How could we have Simchas Torah without a Sefer Torah? And suddenly they discovered to their amazement and joy a Yiddish kind, one small little boy. How he had survived, defied all rational explanation. But they knew right then and there, there's a future for our nation. He will be our Sefer Torah tonight. We'll lift him up high. Yes, from all those burning parchments, those letters will rise to the sky. They danced around the bima as they carried him. They said, Ator Eiso das, Ki Hashem hu Elokim. Then like the little boy tugging at his father's hand, they looked up into Shamayim and said, Tata Zisa, we don't have to explain. We don't need to understand. We saw the millions of malachim as they were to heaven flying. Tata Zisa, why are you crying? Haben said, Haben Yakili Ephraim. My Yeled Shashuin, our story began so long ago. On a desert mountaintop, when all creation stopped, you said to me that you don't even need to know what is written there. You just said we will do and we will hear. You trusted in me on that glorious day. You gave the Torah your lives, ensuring that it grows and thrives. And so I turn to my malachim and I say, Oh boy, Chazo, 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 V'boy Chayra, Chazo, Chazo, Onai Chayra. As they overcome the tests of a Yetzer who never rests, they turn all that darkness into light. The light gets stronger and brighter with every something you more weiter. Chazu, chazu, bonai chaviva. heute nishtakin betzalo de'ehoi, v'yoskin b'chedve sodeli. It's the yontiv of mountain Torah. He's coming to us once again. The thunder, the lightning, and the shofar, just like it was then. He's dancing under the chuppah, bring the Torah to his nation, escorted by his malachim. This day is the purpose of creation, and as we go forth to greet him, the whole world can see that it's true. Israel v'oiraiso is mamish chado. And soon we'll greet the Melech HaMoshiach, and then we'll be able to understand. Just imagine the singing and the dancing. Hashem will be holding our Torah in his hand. We'll run forth to hug and kiss the Torah. The white cover will be soaked in our tears. We'll sing Oy Zoru al Tzadik. Even the Shiras HaMalachim we will hear. And everyone will recognize his letter. And he will see how they could not have been a Torah without him. The Yesoyo Kolei of Decha, all will cry out Hashem Hu Elokim. He'll hold us under his palace like a chuppah, and we'll open all the shiurim and say Hamalach HaGoylo Yisimi Kolo Yivoreh V'Chetzam V'Holim, and he'll lift us up as he dances. He'll raise us up to the sky. He'll say, look at my heilige children. Chazu, chazu, bonai chavivai. And we'll dance in the streets of Yerushalayim.